Well, you know, once you decide that you want to hunt and fish, you've got to do it properly with licensing and whatnot. So when I signed up and I've got the Oklahoma Wildlife app on my phone and I get their regular emails, and the email that I got was this Artemis thing. So I read about this. They were looking for ambassadors, and I was like, well, that sounds neat. I don't really know much about that, and who am I to apply for something like that? I don't feel like I'm an expert in hunting and fishing by a long shot. So in the interview process, it felt a lot better because I think that that's what they need. They need somebody who maybe doesn't know all of the things. I thought that it would be a great way for me to get to know a lot of women who would know more than me and help me. Because there are some questions that I can't ask a dude about what's a good way for me to go out at certain times of the month, or how do you get all of this out of your hair so that when you're in the right shot, that one hair that goes in your eyeball right here doesn't happen. So there were a lot of just mundane questions that I wanted to know, like what's the best gear for a female to be out in the woods, and just random stuff like that. That's what I kind of wanted to know, because I knew that women would have some tricks of the trade that a man couldn't teach me. So that was kind of my impetus, and be like, okay, well, there's this group of women who want to get more women into this, and I think that that's where we should be. I am the oldest of 4 daughters. Wanting to hunt and fish is something that we've always done, but I'm not a parent of 4 children for that reason, because that was a lot of bit of insane, I think. We fished a little bit when we were younger. I went hunting with my dad, but it was never with a weapon in my hand. It was just hanging out with my dad. We absolutely loved it, but having 4 children in the family, there just wasn't the time nor the money. And my parents are from Kansas. They weren't as familiar with the Oklahoma opportunities. So I'm thankful and grateful that I hang out with somebody daily who can take me and show me all these things. I was in campfire, so I was a bluebird for a little while, and we would go out and we would do little bitty hikes through the woods. It was something I knew I wanted to do. I just didn't have a lot of opportunity to do it. And then you get a little bit older and you get married and you have a kid, and there's no time for playing out in the woods unless you make a concerted effort, and unless you have the knowledge or somebody to show you what to do, it's difficult. So I stayed away for a long time just because I didn't have the effort. I didn't have the ability to give the effort that I needed to be able to learn. Now that Artemis is here, I think I'm looking forward to the opportunity to actually go out and do the things that I like to do, but also show other people that it's really not as hard as you think. The more I got into the woods, the more I realized I have to be into the woods. There's always been a special call to the trees. You gotta listen. Once I listened, learned to listen, it got a lot easier.